guys, Jessica here with Twin Hollies Landscaping. Today I want to talk about potted plants, what to plant, how to plant it, everything you need to know. I'm going to start out with this planter here. It's got last year's dirt in it, so some of these, I'll leave some of the dirt in there, but some of these, like the root ball from what was ever in here, we'll take that out. Make sure you break up all the soil. If you want to put all new in, you can. I don't really think it's necessary. You can always add some fertilizer. The plants all have been fertilized, you know, to start out the season. Just kind of break it up and get it cleaned out. Okay, the first thing you want to do when you go to your local grower, Lowe's, Home Depot, wherever you're going to get your plants and your flowers, is figure out where you're going to set your pots. If they're in full sun, make sure you get your plants for full sun. This basket in particular is going to get mostly shade and afternoon sun, which afternoon sun is the hottest. But the plants I'm going to use in here are, you know, part sun, part shade. So they should do fine with the light and the heat that they're gonna get from being on this customer's back porch. You can go in when you select your plants. You want to make sure of the size and how big they're gonna get. They're all marked on here. This plant obviously vines, so you want to make sure that you're planting it in a planter that you want something to hang down. You don't want to stick this right in the middle and expect it's going to grow straight up, and it's not. It's going to vine down. Most of the time, I like to put something taller in the middle and then symmetrical on each side. For planters, more is the way to go. As many plants as you can stick in there, the more beautiful it's going to be as they grow and everything blooms. It's unlike when you do landscaping. You want to start small and let the plants grow to their size so that the beds aren't crowded out. So pots are the opposite of that. First thing I'm going to do is add a little soil to this. Not much because it's still pretty. I use just a generic potting soil. If you want to get the most expensive one with all the fertilizer, that's fine. To me, this does just the same as all the rest. When you put your soil in, you want it to be level. Well, you want to pack it down slightly, but not too hard, because you want to let the roots be able to easily get through the soil. So pack it down gently and fill it completely to the top. I'm going to start out with this spike in the middle. Just gives it some height. Just stick it right down in there. You just smash it down in there. Just make sure that it's secure. From here, on either side, I'm going to put some of these snapdragons. I'm just kind of like winging it to fill in here. These are always difficult to get out of these. This is an 8-pack, but kind of squeeze the bottom and gently pull the top of the plant out, because if you just are too aggressive, it'll just yank right out. These plants are babies, so I know that this plant is going to grow erect, but it's not going to get as tall as that spike. So I'm going to put them on either side. And I did like how this vine, or this ivy, came off the side. I've got two similar that are going to be on the back porch, so I'm going to alternate the how the ivy is growing. You want to kind of get that at an angle. For this one, it'll probably grow through right there and be really pretty. That on one side. Let's see what else I've got. I've got this verbena. It is a perennial, but it spreads really well, and I think it'll look nice. Kind of like hang down on the front of this planter when it comes out. You can plant them in sideways like this. It's fine. They'll go. Just gonna put one in there. By the way, we are in Southwest Tennessee. It gets really hot here in the summer, really humid. These will need watered probably almost daily in the hottest part of the summer. But these are really delicate work out here. It's also important to have good drainage in the bottom of your pot. This, I believe, has some holes in the bottom. Some of the big planters, you can add things to the bottom. If you think it's going to tip over, put some bricks in there. That also, it helps keep the pot held down to the ground, and it helps with drainage. We've used pop cans crushed up, just put the soil on top, and that helps with the drainage. But you have to have some kind of drainage. If you don't have any holes in the bottom of your pot, the water, when you're watering, the water gets in there and you get root rot on your plants. They need to be able to drain and only take what they need and not be drowned in there. This has a huge root ball, I guess, at the bottom. It doesn't hurt to take half of that off. The plant will still be fine. Gives you more room to get a larger plant into a shallow pot. This customer likes a lot of color, so I chose a lot of different colors to put in here. That might not always be the case. If you have a customer that just wants green and white, that is really classy and that looks pretty as well. Another tip, if you go to buy your plants and this one has 3 in one pot, you got 3 for 1. And that's what I like. I like to get a deal on my plants, be able to split them. I'm getting pretty full and I don't want to hurt any of the plants. As these grow, it's going to just be solid and gorgeous. So, and like I said, on this vine, I have another one that's going to be on the porch side by side, so I'll put the other vine opposite of that, and then these will be pretty similar. So here's what I ended up with. I changed my mind and went ahead and added the ivy on both sides here. And then I did the same on this planter, so they are both the same, and they will look fantastic as they grow together.